The Vatican. It's the smallest country on Earth, barely a speck on the map of Rome, but it might just be the most secretive. Hidden behind its ancient walls are places most people will never see, not because they're far away, but because access is strictly forbidden. Today, we're not just looking at the Vatican, we're looking inside it. We're exploring the places that don't show up in tourist guides, the corners that are deliberately kept off the map. We'll journey through gardens closed to the public, descend into an underground city. Beneath St. Peter's Basilica, meet the soldiers who swear an oath to die protecting one man, and confront the secrets the Vatican still refuses to fully explain. Welcome to the Hidden Vatican. First, let us talk about what covers more than half of the Vatican's entire territory, the Vatican Gardens. You might think of them as just beautiful parks, but they are so much more. Less than a quarter of the millions who visit the Vatican each year ever step inside these gardens. Why? Because they aren't just for show. They are carefully controlled zones filled with private chapels, hidden surveillance paths, and secluded retreat areas used by popes for centuries. Access is tightly restricted. You can't just wander in. You have to be part of a small, guided tour, and even then, large sections are completely off-limits. No photos are allowed in these areas. No explanations are given for why they're closed. For centuries, rumors have persisted that certain pathways and garden layouts align with ancient, pre-Christian symbols. And here's the most intriguing part: no official map shows everything. The public maps are incomplete, leaving entire sections shrouded in mystery. These aren't just gardens. They are a fortress of solitude and secrets, beautiful, but locked away from the world. Now, let's go deeper. Literally, few people realize this, but the Vatican isn't just one level. It has multiple layers that extend deep underground. Beneath the magnificent floor of St. Peter's Basilica lies the Vatican Necropolis, an ancient Roman burial city, a city of the dead preserved for 2,000 years. This is where archaeologists and historians believe the tomb of St. Peter himself is located. Getting here is incredibly difficult. Access is extremely limited, with only a few small groups allowed each day after a lengthy application process. Once you're down there, cameras are absolutely forbidden. The air is still, and you're walking through a world frozen in time. But it doesn't stop there. Below even the necropolis, historians and researchers believe there are older tunnels, some sealed, some completely undocumented. What's down there? Passageways from ancient Rome. Early Christian hideouts. The Vatican has never officially confirmed how deep its underground world truly goes or what lies in its deepest, most inaccessible chambers. The city we see on the surface may only be a fraction of the full story, and then there are the archives. For centuries, they were famously known as the Vatican's secret archives. A few years ago, the name was officially changed to the Vatican Apostolic Archive, a move that suggested a new era of openness. But did it really open the doors? Not exactly. These archives hold an astonishing 53 miles of shelving, containing documents that span more than 1,000 years of human history. Inside are personal letters from kings and queens, transcripts from the trial of Galileo, records of exorcisms, and papal communications that decided the fate of nations. But you can't just walk in and start reading. Only pre-approved, highly vetted scholars are allowed entry, and even they face restrictions. Most documents from the last 75 years are sealed. Some files are classified indefinitely, meaning they may never be seen by anyone outside a tiny circle of Vatican officials. The Vatican doesn't deny that these documents exist. It simply refuses to grant access. What history are they protecting? Or perhaps, what history are they hiding? Protecting all of this, both seen and unseen, is one of the world's oldest and most unique armies. The Swiss Guard, with their colorful Renaissance-style uniforms and ceremonial halberds, they might look like historical reenactors. But make no mistake, they are an elite, modern fighting force. Every single guard must be a Swiss citizen, a practicing Catholic, and must have completed advanced training with the Swiss military. They are experts in modern combat and personal protection. Their mission is simple and absolute. They are sworn to be ready to die for the Pope. They guard the Vatican 24/7, providing security not just for the public areas, but for the private residences, the secret archives, and the hidden pathways you'll never see. They see things no one else does and hear things no one else can. And they are bound by an oath of loyalty that is not symbolic, it's literal. They know secrets they will take to their graves. Their colorful uniforms aren't costumes. They are the uniform of absolute devotion and silence. So, what does this all mean? The Vatican has existed for over 1,500 years. Empires have risen and crumbled. Kings have disappeared. Wars have reshaped the entire world, and through it all, the Vatican has remained a constant, unmoving presence. What knowledge has it preserved through all that turmoil? What secrets were so important they had to be hidden away from the world? And what might have been destroyed to protect the institution? Some places inside the Vatican's walls may never be open to the public, not in our lifetime, maybe not ever. And perhaps that's the point, because true, lasting power isn't just about what you show the world. It's about what you have the strength to keep hidden. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the unseen. If you enjoy exploring the ideas and places that were never meant to be public, make sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss our next investigation. See you next time.